Yo, what's going on, everybody? This your man, Chris Thorns. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you watch my content. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Before I get into the story, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't checked out my community wall, go ahead and check it out because Chris Thorns has a website coming up. How about that? Chris Thorns has a website coming up on I want to find out all the details to it once everything gets transferred to me. And I thank the individual for doing this for your boy. So be on the lookout for that. I think that is so cool. But in that, though, let's get right into the story. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a story here. Man, this is a wild one, and I guess it can go either way, depends on how you looking at it. So it can go either way. We had a Georgia couple by the name of Bianca Clayborne and Deonte Williams. They was traveling from Georgia to Chicago for a funeral when they was pulled over in Coffee County, Tennessee. Don't know how far they're from Memphis, but they was in Coffee County, Tennessee. Now, in the process of this pullover, what ended up happening, sadly, was they had 5 children in the car with them, and the children ended up getting taken away, and they are now in possession of I don't want to say possession, but custody of Child Protective Services. All right. I'm gonna let y'all hear this, and I'm gonna let y'all see some of the few comments that's coming along with this. And I want to get y'all, as always, thoughts on what y'all think about this story. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, here's what they say going on here.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Haley Wilgus. DCS took away a couple's children after a traffic stop and a misdemeanor charge. And tonight, Tennessee's Democrats are pushing DCS to give the kids back.
DCS took the kids a month ago. Here's News 2's Adam Mincer.
And when I went to go reach him, the man grabbed me. He told me, don't touch him.
It was a promise to her kids she couldn't keep.
And I'm just telling him, like, it's okay. Nobody's going to separate us.
While driving from Georgia to Chicago, Bianca Clayborne and her partner, Deonte Williams, were stopped by state troopers. According to court documents, it was for having dark tinted windows and also driving in the left lane without passing. After being pulled over, documents say the trooper smelled marijuana and the parents admitted to smoking it. Troopers found 0.17 ounces of marijuana in the car. Later on, Clayborne's 5 kids were taken into DCS custody after a court ruling. The kids are young, ranging from 4 months old to 7 years old.
My oldest child, he was just looking at me like confused. And I just gave him a hug and I told him it's not your fault.
Now, Democratic senators are calling for DCS to release the kids back to the parents.
It is absolutely ridiculous when marijuana is illegal in about half the states in the country that a black family got 5 of their children taken away, put into DCS that's not doing a good job of taking care of the children they already have, and they won't give them their children back for a misdemeanor charge.
In a statement, the district attorney says there's more to the story than the mother and her attorneys have put out. Highway Patrol says there was a weapon in the vehicle in possession of a convicted felon, but we have yet to see any charges filed related to that claim.
We did not arrest the mother in this particular case, and with the intentions of leaving the children with her, and that's where we left it.
DCS says they can't comment on cases and adds DCS and law enforcement follow protocol for collecting evidence. Those findings are then presented to the court. In this instance, the evidence resulted in the court placing children in DCS custody. As lawyers and officials talk, Clayborne and Williams are in Georgia.
It's like death.
Awaiting court dates.
Having children that's out in the world and you can't physically see, touch, or anything like that. It's mind-boggling.
Clayborne's attorneys say DCS is now retaliating against them for releasing certain legal documents to the public. DCS did not respond to comment on that. We're also continuing to ask the department what evidence they collected that led to these children being put in state custody. Bob?
Wow. Again, this is another crazy one, but I guess the good thing about this one is none of the children has passed away, so that's a good thing about this. Well, I'm gonna say this first of all. my heart goes out to the children. Okay, my heart goes out to the children because a lot of times in the predicament they are being put in. You know, what if it is the faults of the adults or what is the faults of DCS or Department, whatever you want to call it. They got all kind of names for it. Child Protective Services. You know, my heart goes out to them because as we see now in a lot of stories that come on out, you know, it seems like these children are not safe anywhere. They're not safe. A lot of times they own home. They're not safe in the DCS custody. They're not safe in a foster home. They're not safe in the daycare. They're not safe in school. They're not safe in anything, you know. So it's like at this point, where are a lot of them safe at this point? You know, again, it used to be one point in time they used to be safe with grandma and grandpa, but they're like, you know what I'm saying, it's been thrown out the window because you got a lot of stores where grandma and grandpa are killing these children too, man. So, you know, a lot of these children, man, they just getting, how we said back in the day, and we still say it today, you know, the shit end of the stick, you know, and that is so sad that these children are going through this, you know, that's messed up, you know. So, with that being said, I was with the storyteller, that part where they said there's more to it, because, you know, I mean, you're reading it, I was saying, you know, there's got to be more to it than just tinted windows and marijuana or whatnot. But then again, I tell y'all guys, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer when it comes to law, because again, one, I don't have children that had them taken away. Two, I never been arrested for anything, so I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer when it comes to stuff like that. So I can't just really just too much say, you know, what is what, okay? But the handgun by a felony in their car, I'm kind of concerned about that. And I'm assuming that the 0.17 grams, you know, that's, I guess, over the limit for somebody to get in trouble for. I don't know. But then also I heard in this story that them... Sorry, guys, somebody came through. My bad. Yeah, so this... with children in the car, you smoke weed with children in the car, I'm thinking this must play a major role in this whole scenario or whatnot for the courts to deem that, hey, you know, let's get them. Let's take them children and put them in a safe place. One of my questions is there actually a safe place for a child to be? You know, I'm just saying. So I want to show y'all some comments real quick. And I want to get y'all opinion on some of these comments I'm about to show you. So this is where I got the video from, WKRN News 2. And let's go through some of these comments. The first comment you see right here, which was 2 hours ago, it said it's always about the money from Fed or state grants or whatever the financial benefits. The more bodies in a homeless shelter, the more the money they get. I guess I kind of see that. This person right here says 14 hours ago, with all the children, they need good homes. Hold on. Don't know how good y'all can see that, but I'll try my best. With all the children, they need good homes. Here our government is doing what they always do, hurt human lives for their own profile. This person right here said they doing that with everyone's kids. DCS is crooked. Now, you know, we've been saying that for the longest, so I definitely got to agree with that one. Praying not to happen to your children while in foster care. Yes, I am too. Now this person right here says, and this was 9 hours ago, it says the black woman should be ashamed for the environment she has created for her children, having children for multiple men and allowing a criminal to be a part of their lives and criminal enough to lose her children. All of our kids are babies, and they should not have to live through a lifetime of mother's mistakes. Everyone involved knows she didn't lose her kid just for a blunt. Now, that's what I was saying, just for a blunt. I didn't think she lost her kids just for that. Well, let's see some of the replies that this comment got. This person said, in her case, she clearly needs help, not an attorney per se. It said it got 4 replies, so where are the other replies? Okay, I don't know what other replies is, but it's only showing this one. This person said, do good, well-meaning parents. I can only imagine that that dude is not the father of the children. They called him her partner. Does a good mother have 3 babies in her car while smoking and a gun? Nah, this bitch ain't shit. This person said keep the criminals off the streets. This person said a lot of mattering crime. Now, this is like a black woman right here, and she said this 2 hours ago. You don't smoke drugs in a car with children. You're already taking a chance driving while black. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. You already taking a chance driving while black. Follow the laws. Our people gotta start putting themselves in, I guess you're trying to say stop. Gotta start putting themselves in harm's way to avoid these damn devils messing with you. Why drive with a gun? A mother makes sound decisions. I hope you get your kids back and do the right thing by them. Now, let me see what is the reply to that. This person says she definitely created a situation that made the environment risky for the kids. Never ever do drugs of any kind. You live for your children who deserve the best you can do for that. All right. Amen to that. Amen to that. Amen to that. Eyelashes longest. Okay, somebody talk about her eyelashes. This person right here said, of course they took them into custody, considering a misappropriated weapon alone. The mother being manipulated and blatantly. I am very glad it happened, just like they are very concerned as total strangers in uniform. She needs help. Help, not friends as such. That weapon and those involved are suspicious, put mildly. This person right here says, while the woman who saran wrapped her kid, Savannah Glimben, I guess, got her kid back. Guess her race. Okay. So I want to read a few of those comments saying you can see this mixture of people saying, hey, sorry this happened to her or whatnot. The cops is wrong, in that form of fashion. You got some that just being hardcore, saying it straight out on the line. Hey, this is your fault. You put yourself in this situation, so you got to deal with it, I'm going to say this right here. Here's how I look at it. Because I also saw a couple of articles where people try to call this a race thing, and I'm going to read something to you where the attorney talking about they can imagine if there was another color, what the outcome might be. Well, here's my thing. Do you have to be another color to break the law? Okay, no, you don't. Race ain't got nothing to do with breaking the law, and race ain't got nothing to do with people doing stupid. With people being stupid. Race ain't got nothing to do with it. Everybody do stupid shit. Now, I can understand the argument sometimes when it comes to these cops dealing with black folks, sometimes, but that's not always the case. And my problem is how people try to make that always the case, when black people get in trouble, it's supposed to be a racist thing. So here's another question I got for people. Why is it that when we out here doing what we're not supposed to do and we get in trouble by the cops, why is it always racist? We out in the public doing what we not supposed to do. I.e. example, this man wasn't supposed to have no gun. He in a car with children. He wasn't supposed to be nowhere near no gun, okay? Y'all smoking weed while these babies in the car. Y'all know this stuff is not what you're supposed to do. Now, the windows tinted, down here in Memphis, I think you can have it tinted to a certain extent, and if it's too dark or whatnot, you might get a citation or something, but I don't think you would go to jail or anything for it. Not that I heard of anybody going to jail for just tinted windows. If it is a story out there like that, I like to see it, but I'm pretty much sure even with that story, it's more to it than what's being put out there, Okay? But again, you smoking while these children in the car, you got tinted windows, and they saying you driving on the wrong side of the road or whatnot. I mean, all this stuff is stuff that you're not supposed to be doing. But when you caught and get in trouble, everybody want to play the color card. I don't understand that. So if it was a black cop that pulled them over and, did all of this, called it in, and the court took their children, I would like to know how my people think about it then. If it was a black cop, would you be calling them racist or what? So that's one of my problems I've been having with stories like these. Every time my people, when we do stuff we're not supposed to be doing, we always try to justify it. And then when we get in trouble, the cops is always racist because we doing stuff that we're not supposed to be doing. I don't get it. And I'm not just saying about this case, 'cause I don't know if this got anything to do with race or not with this situation. I'm just saying in general. But as always, stories like these, the cops are always racist for doing their job, So I don't understand it. But, however, I want to read this real quick. The 5 children of a couple from Georgia were put in state custody after their parents were pulled over in Tennessee and charged with a misdemeanor. Bianca, Clayborne, and Deonte Williams were traveling from Georgia to Chicago for a funeral where they were pulled over in Coffee County, Tennessee. According to the affidavit, the traffic stop was for having dark tinted windows and using the left lane without actively passing. After being pulled over, the state trooper smelled marijuana and found about 5 grams of it in the car, according to court documents. Later on, Clayborne's children were taken to Tennessee Department of Children's Services custody after a court ruling. Okay? The kids range in age from 4 months, so y'all smoking weed with a 4-month-old in the car, okay, to 7 years old. When I went to go reach him, the man grabbed me and he said, "Don't touch him." Clayborne said, "Remember the moments our children were taken out of her custody. My oldest child, he looked at me all confused, and I just gave him a hug and told him it's not your fault." Well, yeah, you told him right, because it's not his fault. You did tell him right on that part. Clayborne's attorney said they don't believe this would have happened and escalated as it did if his clients looked different or were from a different background. Man, look, if only you see. Okay. All right. I just hate when people try to push that narrative, man. Is it true sometimes? Yeah, I think it is. I really think it is. But if it's like that all the time, no. You got some irresponsible parents out here. Some very irresponsible parents out here that maybe having them taken away may be a good idea until they get themselves clean. Okay? But anyway, I ain't going to talk too much on that. Tennessee Senate Democrats called for DCS to release the children back to their parents. And y'all heard what she said. It's outrageous that the state forcefully separated Bianca Clayborne, a breastfeeding mother, and Deonte Williams from their kids. Well, y'all called him her partner. Y'all didn't call him dad. Y'all called him her partner. And have allowed this to continue for nearly a month. The state exercised extreme and flawed judgment in taking their children, and it seems they're doubled down on this poor decision, says Senator Ramesh Akbari. Ooh, I don't know how to say that. But I guess she's down here. She's a Democrat down here in Memphis. And they say the same sentiment was echoed by her colleagues. It is an unacceptable abuse of power for the state official to rip 5 children away from their parents over a misdemeanor possession charge when DCS cannot even take care of the kids they already have custody. Now, I agree with that I agree with that. Says Senator London Lamar. Also, I guess, D-Stammer Democrat, and that was down here in Memphis. In the statement, the Coffee County District Attorney said there is more to the story than Clayborne and her attorneys are publicly releasing. There's more to the story, they saying. Certainly, there are more facts and circumstances that exist that defendants have chosen not to disclose during their effort to try this matter in the court of public opinion and the realm of politics. My office will only try this matter in the criminal court of law, said District Attorney Craig Northcott. Tennessee Highway Patrol said there was a weapon in the vehicle in the possession of a convicted felon, but no evidence of those charges being filed has been released to the public. We did not arrest the mother in this particular case with the intentions of leaving the children with her, and that's where we left it. The mother had custody of the children when we was done. According to DCS officials, they cannot comment on ongoing cases and emphasize the decision to put children in state custody falls to the court. DCS and law enforcement follow protocol for collected evidence. Those findings are then presented to the court. In this instance, the evidence resulted in court placing children in DCS custody, said a DCS spokesperson. Clayborne's attorney said DCS has retaliated against them for releasing certain legal documents to the public, but DCS has not responded to the comment on that. All right. Yeah, while the lawyers and government officials go back and forth, Clayborne says she feels like she is grieving. It's like death, she said. Losing someone you can cope with because they are not with you any longer, but having children out in the world and you physically can't see or touch them, it's mind-boggling. All right. And that's what the article said about this story. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, I just want y'all to understand, man. I don't advocate for anybody losing their children. I really don't. You know, I don't advocate for white people losing them. I don't advocate for Mexican people losing them. I don't advocate, no matter what color, my people, black people, I don't advocate them for losing their children. But however, though, I will speak out instead of calling anybody, you know, and trying to sugarcoat it and try to say they wrong for doing X, Y, Z, is when you put yourself in X, Y, Z positions. Okay? Let me repeat that again. I'm not going to coddle nobody and say that they are wrong for doing X, Y, Z, or the law for doing X, Y, Z, when you have put yourself in a position in X, Y, and Z to get in trouble. Okay? So now, that's three things that's throwing red flags. Smoking weed while children in the car. You got a convicted felon in the car with you with a gun. And you were driving in the left lane and not passing anyone. According to them, you were just driving there. All right? And all of this happened while you have children in the car, ma'am. Your children. I don't think it's his. But your children. Because they call him your partner. All right? But I could be wrong. Maybe they are his children. And if they are his children, then my question to him would be, why, bruh? Why? You can't break the law and then say the law is wrong for forcing the law because you broke it. And we got a lot of people that's doing that nowadays. The law is wrong for enforcing the law because somebody broke it. And this is why I say, we got to do better, y'all. We definitely got to do better. Now, again, there's nothing more I really can say about it. If this is true, then, hey, this woman and this man put them children in their position. But if they are making up false accusations or whatnot, then, hey, y'all fight this battle and get them children back. But I also would say this, too. Even when you do get them back, hopefully y'all will make better decisions where this won't happen again and stop using the race card as a cop-out, okay? Because I don't think every cop is a bad cop. I don't think every DCS worker is a bad DCS worker, I think the system as a whole just fucks everything up. And it makes everybody, and it puts everybody in that same basket, all right? So that's what I think about it. What's y'all thoughts about this? Your man Chris Thorns, and hey, stay tuned for more.